Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie and I'm the artist and owner behind NMC Design Studio, which is a small art business based out of Seattle, Washington. We are starting on the floor today. It is Thursday and we have to pack and then load in for Northwest Folklife Festival today. Originally, I thought I'd be able to load in Friday morning, tomorrow, but actually my load-in time is for today, which honestly works out better. I was able to change my rental car reservation and it actually ended up being cheaper, which is great. And they still had a car for me, which also great. And it means I don't have to worry about parking because I don't have to then stay for a day of vending. So the plan is our load-in time is from 3 to 6 p.m. So we're gonna leave here around 4:30-ish, hopefully get to Seattle Center by 5:30 at the latest and be able to unload. And then from there, we are going to do minimal setup for today. So we're gonna get tent weights and table and maybe clothes rack set up. But the idea is everything that's in my suitcase, we're gonna store overnight. They should have like locked storage for us. So that's the plan, is to store everything else overnight so that we don't have to worry about an extra night of things being set up. We'll probably have to leave clothing set up because it doesn't generally fit in things, but it means that all of the rest of the products will not be set up for that night. I do need to figure out what I want to prioritize though. So we're going to talk through it together because I still haven't decided and it's, morning of. So I only have a 6-foot table, which is generally fine. And I'll have clothing rack as well. So we'll have all the thrifted block printed clothes out. Hopefully we can get rid of some of that inventory. And then we'll also make sure to bring some crew necks and t-shirts and long sleeve shirts as well. But for my table, I need to decide if I want to prioritize prints or if I want to prioritize keychains. I'm definitely putting out my stickers. Those tend to be like best sellers. So we're definitely going to need 2 spots for stickers. I'll probably use I don't think y'all can see it, the new like stationery spinner, and that will have both zines and stationery in it. But then with that, I kind of have to choose between my like big print display or I need to choose the like keychain spinner. Need to decide which one of those I want to focus on more. I'm kind of leaning towards prints because I feel like, and I did this event last year, it didn't go great. I'm back again because they gave me 50% off of my booth fee because they know that the area I was in last year wasn't great for all of the vendors. And hopefully this year goes better. But I feel like the type of event it is, I feel like my block printed stuff should do better, and I would love to get rid of some more of that inventory. So I'm kind of leaning towards that. And then maybe if we have room, we go back to like this little tiny keychain like hanger that hooks over top of one of the cubes, and like so we can still have some keychains, maybe some of our best sellers or things that we think will do well, but not all of the things. And I think maybe, I'm kind of talking myself into this, I think maybe this is the play and we do this and then focus on prints. I also have been meaning to make like big mystery bags like $100 worth of things in it, but only $50 or whatever. And I really should make some and bring those with me. But I don't know if I'll have time today to do that. So it might be like a tomorrow morning thing and then I bring them with me, but we'll see. I think at this event as well, I will be bringing some of my new zines. So we do need to pack up some stuff as well to make sure that we have some of the newer things to bring. But that's kind of the plan for today. Also actually take this guy out. Cash box does not need to be in there. It can stay with me for the moment. Yeah, let's repack inventory for this guy. Good morning, friends. It is Friday. I did a really bad job of filming anything else yesterday, so we're back in like the same spot that I left y'all. But what was not shown was we did in fact pack up the rental car and we went and dropped everything off and set up the tent. The tent has the tent weights on it, set up the table, got the clothing rack all set up, and then put my suitcase and the bag with all of the clothing into storage for the night. So in about an hour, we're going to head out. I got a couple things to take care of before then. We gotta go walk Blossom and then abandon her. She'll be really sad about it. I'm sure she'll get over it eventually. And then it's gonna take us about an hour to get there. So we'll get there around 11 and the event starts at 12 today. So the goal is to finish getting everything set up by noon, which in theory should be possible. It usually takes me about an hour to set everything up. So hopefully that is still correct. We're finishing up our coffee and making sure to grab all of the last little things. Like I need to remember, I mean, y'all saw me throw this in the dog bed yesterday. Need to remember cash. Also need to remember like Square Terminal and iPad and portable charger, as well as like water bottle. We'll need to fill up our water bottle and make sure to bring that. And I got a couple snacks and I ate some food already, but kind of did some poor planning and we don't have a ton of like good portable food. So hopefully Reese is grabbing some more today. I think that's the plan. So that tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, I will be more set up for that. But today might be a little bit of a starving artist day, unfortunately. I mean, I can always grab food there, but try not to, just because more money. Our spot seems okay. It seems better than it was last year, just because it feels like there's more artists kind of along the way to where I am, whereas last year it kind of felt like we were down kind of a pathway, but there weren't any artists along that pathway. So if people are just kind of like following the trail of artists, they'll end up getting to me. We are still kind of away from like the quote unquote main area, but not by like that much. And I think we're really close to a beer garden, but I think it's like before you get to my booth. So I'll show you all the walk to my table from wherever. I think actually this morning I'm ending up not taking the monorail to Seattle Center, whereas like last year I definitely did take the monorail every day. But I'm intentionally not taking it because they don't allow transfers on the monorail anymore. You have to pay an additional like whatever the ticket cost is, even if you've been riding transit already. And it pisses me off. And I still need to send someone an email because it annoys me so much. So instead we'll be taking the light rail down to downtown and then we'll be getting on the 1 bus and that'll go up to Seattle Center, just around the edge of it. And to be fair as well, like last year, the monorail was right next to where I needed to be. It was like a 2-minute walk, if even, from the monorail to my booth. Whereas this year it's more so across the like Seattle Center campus. It would still be a longer walk, but also Seattle, what the heck? Transit, affordability, come on. I think other than that, like everything is hopefully pretty straightforward when I get there. I'll have to figure out, oh, I don't think I showed y'all this. I made some mystery bags and I had been meaning to do this for a while and they're different than my previous mystery bags that I did like 2 years ago or something at this point that were like very standard. It was like a mini print, a sticker, maybe 2 stickers and a sticker sheet, something like that. These ones are all like themed. So I think I have a like Nintendo one, a indie games one, like a Pacific Northwest one, a foodie one, and an Asian American one. And they have a lot of stuff in them. I think actually almost all of them are like value-wise above $90. And they're all listed for around like $35-ish. I think maybe one that's like up at $100 is listed closer to 40, but essentially took 60% off of the value for all of them. So they're kind of variable prices and have variable things in them, but most have like a couple prints, a couple stickers, some stationery, some keychains, things like that. But I need to figure out how I want to display them. I'm kind of thinking just like leaning up against my table. We'll see how that goes. I am hoping that the mystery bags sell because it's a way that I think I can get rid of more like older inventory that I still have hanging around that I just like have not been able to sell and just like does not move. Because, and actually I had another artist mention that they would be able to take some like any old inventory, I assume for free. I don't think I would charge them. That doesn't make any sense. But they do a lot of like collaging events, and so using like old inventory for collaging would be good, I think, as a way of like not just throwing it away, because again, that feels so wasteful. And obviously it would be like money loss, but it means I get inventory space back, which is good. I think that's about it for this morning. So I'll see y'all in Seattle Center.
Next stop, 2nd Avenue North.
Hello friends. So obviously we've made it. Table has been all set up. I did see a spider earlier on my table and I don't know where it went. There was also a beetle in my like clothing bag and I couldn't manage to get it out. So now I'm gonna be like jumpy. But we're all set up. A couple things have happened. So getting here was fine. Got here around 11-ish. And grabbing stuff out of the pod was fine. Come to setup generally fine. I realized I forgot something. I forgot my stationery spinner that I was going to use for my zines. So we pivoted and we're using the print display that I was going to use for prints and instead using it mostly for zines. So all of my zines are still displayed. We just don't have stationery out, which is So we'll see if I don't know if I'll be able to figure out getting it here. So I think we're just rocking with it, and it means that my keychains, like all of my keychains, are out, and I should restock some things because some things just like aren't out because I don't have any with me. So like the duck keychain I don't have with me. I forgot to restock that because again I wasn't expecting to do mainly keychains. And also Crow Carabiner, I don't have any of those with me, but it's a nice day. I get a really lovely view of like the underside of this bridge, which has like ivy or vines growing on it and a bunch of like fish. They're not kites, what are they called? Like wind catchers? I think wind catchers is right. But a bunch of like neon color fish catchers. It's really pretty, and also it reminds me of risograph colors, and that's problematic in the sense that I want to make more risograph stuff. But I think this is also the first event that I've had all of my new zines out, all my new risograph stuff. I didn't bring my new riso prints, mostly because I wanted to package them and all that jazz. Hello.
Hi.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Looking right now.
Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, pet peeve. I hate when I am like, let me know if you have any questions, or like greet people and they're like, yeah, I'm just looking, like, I'm just looking. It's like, yeah, I don't care if you're just looking. I don't expect you to have a question immediately. So I say, let me know if you have any questions, because maybe as you're looking, you have a question and you are like, I don't want to ask because that's awkward. But you can let me know. And I'm just like, you can just say okay and move on, and then like not say anything else. That's fine. You don't. But just the like, I'm just looking. I mean, the person who just came out like said it nicely, but some people are just like, I'm just looking, like, or like angry that I'm like expecting them to have questions or something. I'm not. I want to let you know I'm here and like be nice and greet you, but like in a low pressure way where it doesn't feel like you have to talk. I'm not expecting a super big traffic day today. We're starting earlier this year than we did last year. I think last year we started, I want to say around like 2 to 4 p.m., something like that, and then went until like 7 or 8. And this year we're starting at 12, which seems really early, but I don't know. It is a really nice day, so I wouldn't be surprised if folks came out, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we don't get traffic until like 5 p.m. when people are off work, because it's Friday, it's still a work day. So we shall see how that goes. I will say I feel like just already this spot is more promising. I will probably take you on a walk around the area at like closing time so that I'm not just getting up and leaving my booth. Oh, and I was telling you the other snafu that we ran into, which is going to make recording a little bit harder. So normally you're actually sitting on top of it, so I'm not going to grab it. Like recently I've been using my iPad, right, for my point of sale, but for some reason my Square reader wasn't connecting to the iPad, and like Bluetooth is on, Wi-Fi is enabled, it should be fine, it should connect. It has been connecting. I mean, I didn't test it last night. I'll probably go home and test it and try and troubleshoot it so we can see if we can have that tomorrow. But generally it has been working, and it wasn't connecting, and it would just throw an error, and I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna use our phone today, which is very fun and cool, and it'll work great. It just means if I'm in the middle of filming and someone comes up, I'm gonna have to like awkwardly go like, oh, give me a second, like let me grab my phone and take y'all off and stop filming so I can do the transaction. Not much else to report. I think I was supposed to have someone like behind me, like in this square area, like back here, and no one's here. So I don't know if like they decided not to show or what, but I mean, to be fair, it's not that great of a spot. I don't think you can see it very well, but so like clothing rack is right here, right? I'm at the edge of my booth, and then there's like a pole in the center walkway, and there's another booth on the other side, and it doesn't really look like you should walk back there. Like you can see it if you are looking this direction, but it doesn't really look like you should walk back there. So it doesn't seem like a very good spot. Ooh, other thing that I can talk to y'all about, since it's slow right now, and technically we're open now. It's technically past noon, but only barely. I would bet it's like maximum 12:10. So I don't know if you can tell from your angle, but I am in a corner booth. I did not ask for a corner booth. I like explicitly didn't ask for a corner booth because generally my setup, I have a table and then like I have my clothing rack, and I can make that work within a non-corner booth. Like if I just was to bring my table backwards and put the clothing rack like kind of at a diagonal or straight and like kind of create like a walk-in area instead of on the edges, like that would work fine. So when I got my booth assignment earlier this year, a few months ago now at this point, and I saw an extra $50 charge for a corner booth, and I was like, excuse me? So I emailed and I was like, hey, why am I seeing this extra charge? I didn't ask for a corner booth. I don't need a corner booth. My tabling setup is not set up for a corner booth. Essentially, I kind of threw a stink over the extra $50 because I was like, I'm not going to pay the extra $50 if I don't have to. I am already getting 50% off of my booth fee because last year was not great. I don't want to have to pay an extra $50 if I don't have to. And so they responded and they were like, well, you know, we've never had anyone be upset over getting a corner booth before. And I was like, well, I'm glad to be the first. I didn't say that, but we've never been upset with anyone getting a corner booth before. Let me see what we can do. Like, let's see if we can move you, because the way our payment system is set up, we can't take the charge off, which weird. But emailed back a little bit later, probably like a few days, and was like, yeah, we can't end up moving you, so and we can't separate the charge out, so we're so sorry. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, then I'm not attending the show. I'm not going to pay the extra fee that I didn't ask to pay. It kind of crazy in my personal opinion. Like I selected spots based on prices that were shown to me, and I intentionally did not select any add-ons, including like adding on a corner booth. And then they were like, oh, well, we'd hate for you to not show up because of like $50, so we'll give us another couple days. Hello. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay. Well, just browsing maybe?
Yeah. Again, with the browsing a little bit. I don't know. And also I'm smelling food and it smells good. Anyways, they were like, we'd hate for you to not be able to join us this year because of $50. Give us another couple days and we're going to see what we can do. And so they ended up being able to take the fee off, and so I ended up paying the booth fee, and now I'm here in a corner booth. So I don't hate that it's a corner booth. Like, it's fine. Again, my setup is not equipped for a corner booth. There's like a good, probably at least 2 feet like on this side of my table, and then like probably another 2 feet on the other side, and clothing rack does not take up the total width of the 10 feet of this side of the tent. So there's so much space behind me that's just open, and kind of feels awkward, especially since right now I have like another open spot like behind me. There's not another vendor there. Yeah, it does already kind of feel like it's busier, and it's 12 p.m. on a Friday. I would guess that Monday might be pretty slow because I think the weather is supposed to get worse. Like today is supposed to be like the nicest day. It's like no clouds, sunny, 70s, gorgeous weather. Like most events, I would expect tomorrow will be the busiest. One, it's Saturday, and two, it's still supposed to be pretty nice tomorrow. I think it's still supposed to be like upper 60s, 70s, partly cloudy, so like a little bit of sun, and it's Saturday again. So I'm expecting Saturday to be the busiest. Sunday, I think, won't be too bad. I think it's supposed to be cloudy and still warm, though. Still like upper 60s, 70s. So, and then Monday is supposed to be like the upper 50s and kind of rainy. So I think Monday's gonna suck in terms of traffic. But we shall see how today goes. I'll keep y'all updated. You'll get more updates from me if it's less busy. Isn't that lovely how that works? I'll talk to y'all later. Hello again, friends. It is just past 3, still very nice weather. I feel like traffic has been, just in general, it's been pretty slow, but I will say, I feel like traffic in this area is better than last year's area, although, it's been a year, so memory, take it with a grain of salt and all that jazz. I do feel like just generally though, I see more people walking by. I have only made 2 sales, and even though people are walking by, not as many people are like stopping to take a look at booths and things like that. But I've just been listening to my audiobook that I have from the library right now. Actually made very good progress in it. It's a long audiobook too. It's, I want to say like 16 hours long. I think we're about 60-70% through it now. But it's The Vanishing Birds by Simon Jimenez. I don't know how to say the name. I'm pretty sure that's the name. I don't remember who, but one of my friends recommended it as a good sci-fi book, and I think that the author has like another sci-fi book as well. I don't know if it's a sequel. I don't think it is. I think it's just a different one. But it's been good so far. It's kind of different than what I would normally read. I read a lot of fantasy. I like sci-fi, and I really like sci-fi movies. I feel like maybe I've talked about this before, but like different media types, so like book, comics, movies, TV shows. I end up liking really different things, also like video games. I like different genres in those different things. So fantasy just generally, I do enjoy. But like, I don't like a romance book, but I'll read like a romance comic and watch like a romance movie. I don't think I'd like a romance TV show though, but I might still watch it. In sci-fi, like I tend to like sci-fi TV shows and sci-fi movies, but I've never been super into sci-fi books. Anyways, just like interesting how the different genres kind of change in the different media types or mediums. But anyways, been listening to that. It's been good. I have been enjoying it. And I almost didn't want to film this because I was like, but I could just keep listening to my audiobook instead. So, you're welcome. You get this because I've taken a pause from my book. But yeah, overall, been pretty slow. I've eaten pretty much all of both of my snacks. So, we have 5 hours left. I hadn't calculated the number in my head. We have 5 hours left, y'all. It has only been 3 hours. Okay, we made 2 sales. One of those sales was one of the block printed jackets, which is good. I would like them gone. And then we also sold a Super Mario Sunshine keychain. A couple of people have stopped and looked at stickers, but no one has actually purchased any stickers yet. Obviously, I just told you, two purchases. think that's kind of it. There's nothing else really notable other than the fact that like I kind of need to pee and I don't know where the bathrooms are. So we'll figure that out at some point. But yeah, here's to hoping after 5 it'll pick up a little bit more and that today's the slowest day. We'll see. Crossing fingers on that. I'll see y'all later. Hello, friends. It is like 7:30. It's almost the end of the day because we end at 8. And a couple people have already like packed up, zipped up their tents. And my booth neighbors that are this way, who are like jewelry, are astonished by the idea that I'm just gonna leave my things overnight. And even offered to let me, like, if I packed up my stickers, to like put it under their table. I was like, no, I'm good. Like, we could never. We'd be awake all night thinking about it. It's like, if people steal my stuff, they steal my stuff. It's whatever. And then I also made friends with my booth neighbor that's this way, and they're lovely. They have really fun ceramics and fun prints and some stickers. And they also have the cutest puppy. Maybe not the cutest. Blossom's the cutest. They have the second cutest puppy, and she's such a sweetheart and just so chill. She's so chill and just like not a care in the world. But it's been nice being able to talk to her and has made the very slow day go by a little bit faster. We have indeed made some more sales. I don't know a number. I would guess we probably made around $100 today, if I had to guess. If you like forced me to pick a number, I would say 100. We had one really big sale, and then most of the other sales have been fairly small, around like a single sticker to like $15. So actually we might have made more than 100, maybe like 150. But we had one sale that was like a lot of stickers and it ended up being like $40 something. And then as I was sitting here, a man came by who was juggling. He wasn't juggling when he came by. He had like the juggling pins, I think that's what you would call them, and mentioned that he's also an artist. And then it's like, I'm gonna burden you with some things. So I have, look at all my artwork that I now have. I don't have an artist handle for him. I don't know his artist name. There's nothing on the backs of these guys either, but there's some fun like Star Wars ones. And I actually really like this one. He was mentioning how it's an anomaly that he doesn't have a backstory for this one. But yeah, some fun art from a fun guy. Said he's based out of Oregon and he's helping at one of the booths around. So very fun, very cool watercolor artwork. I have a headache right now. I finished all my water. But I finished my water and then I was like, I should have taken a painkiller because my head hurts. And I don't have any more water, and I don't know where the nearest like water refill or water fountain is, because I don't think either of the buildings are necessarily open for us to go into. And so instead I've been suffering for the last like 3 hours with a headache, which is really fun. We're gonna drink more water when we get home. I'm surprisingly not that hungry, but maybe the headache is because of lack of food. That could always be the case. So we'll see. Plan for cleanup. Again, we're taking our valuables, so technology, cash, that's kind of it. Taking technology and cash, that's pretty much the valuables. Bringing those with us, so those are not staying here overnight. But we are going to essentially kind of condense all of the products into this area. And it's a little bit different than last year, because last year we had like an actual back to things. The back is open this time. So I am glad that I brought the sheet from home, so it's larger, so I think I'll be able to cover the back as well. Which, I mean, to be fair, it's essentially doing the same thing as anyone who's just zipping up their tent, right? You're just obscuring what's back there. So we will put the sheet over. I think I have a couple binder clips left that I'll be able to use to kind of secure the sheet in place. but we'll like turn around. I mean, I'm looking at things that y'all can see. We'll turn around some of the product things so it's harder to get at, and move the suitcase underneath the table. Probably won't take the clothing off of the clothing rack. Again, if someone steals it, then like, good. Maybe they needed it and it won't be in my house anymore. It sucks that I lose money on it, but good riddance. That's kind of it. Unless something awful, terrible, exciting happens, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, friends. It is a little past 12, so around like 12:30-ish. I got here a little bit late and everything was fine. I cannot see anything that was stolen, although someone did just leave their Folklife booklet, which was either my friend who stopped by or a lady who bought a mouse pad and some stickers for me. Not sure which one of them, but it's not like that's that hard to get another copy of. But we have had 2 sales thus far. One was to my friend who was here with their niece. I actually see them right now. They're taking a video of their niece. They're very cute. The sticker was for their niece. They picked out the I love my local library sticker. Very cute. Hello. Let me know if y'all have any questions.
Have you considered therapy? Yes, I have. Do you make your own stickers?
I do not make my own stickers. No. So it's all my artwork, and then I work with the manufacturer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, everything on the table is my artwork.
It's cute.
Thank you. I don't remember what I was saying. Anyways, we've had 2 sales so far, which is pretty good, all things considered, compared to like yesterday where I think we had 1 sale of like a singular thing in the first hour, and in 30 minutes we've had 2 sales, which I don't want to get my hopes up too high because it could mean that the next like 3 hours are like nothing. It's also much crappier weather than what I expected. I think according to weather app, it was supposed to be like partly sunny. It's like fully cloudy right now and pretty chilly, but not raining at the moment, which is good. We're glad for it. I also proceeded to not do like anything last night. I think I came home, I ate food, played Game Duel with Reese, and then went to bed. And that probably watched some TikToks or YouTube videos, and yeah, so anything else that I did categorize my sales. For Square transactions, we made about $100 in sales yesterday. It was comparing it to last year's number of sales, we were a little bit over last year's. Were we a little bit over? Yeah, in total we were a little bit over last year's sales, but not by that much, maybe by like $20 or something. So we'll see how today goes. I think last year, today, I ended up making like 300 something. And so, I mean, if we make more than that, it'll be good today. But we'll need to make a significant amount for it to be worth me coming back next year. Like, I think ideal goal would be we hit around like 800, 900, 1,000 today would be to the point where I would consider coming back next year. If we're making under that today in 8 hours, we're gonna finish out this event and then we're not gonna come back. Hello. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Hello. Hi. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Yeah, stickers. Another cute kid. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. Yeah, I didn't do any restocking of anything. So what I had at the end of yesterday is what I have today, and didn't bring the stationary spinner, or just we're rocking with the keychains. I moved some of the mystery bags around, so some of them are on my table now, like leaning against this side, facing this way, and we'll see if we get more people commenting on them or noticing them. I don't know. They're still kind of out of the way. I'm not convinced that they will be super noticed, but we'll see. I think if we can sell like one of them, we'll be happy. But let's hope that today is a good sales day, and I'll chat with y'all later. Hello friends, it is 3 p.m. now. I'm going to guess you can hear the, I assume, marching band in the background. I'm pretty sure it's the same one that walked by earlier, but maybe it's different. I don't know. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty busy, and up until like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, when the band started playing, it's been pretty consistent traffic throughout the day. Like, not everyone will come up to the booth, but pretty consistent foot traffic at least. If I had to guess, we're around $300 in sales currently, which isn't bad. 3 hours in, like that's pretty good. We'll see if that continues. We are out of $1 bills. We ran out really fast, and people have not been giving me ones. But other than the first person, which I ran out of ones with, or I was like $1 short and giving them change, and they were like, just keep it and consider it a tip, which is so nice. I love that. But after that, I think the only person who tried to pay with cash, I had change for them because they paid with a 20 and it was a $10 purchase. So, oh gosh, I smell weed again. I feel like that might have given me a headache yesterday. I don't know, like cigarette smoke and just smoke in general often like gives me, it irritates my body for some reason. We also are, I think we have one. Hello.
Hi, how are ya?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Hey, oh, you got these, so. Okay.
Yeah.
You have too many things.
Thank you.
I don't have enough money for this many goodies. Beautiful. How much are these?
Those ones I believe are $3 each. Yay. Talk about risograph, kind of, and sold one of the color swatch scenes, which is very exciting. But I think what I was saying is we have only the display copy of the gluten-free zine left, and we have no Corby Air Ride Game Square keychains left. I think we have one Animal Crossing keychain left, maybe 2 Super Smash Brothers Melee keychains, and I don't know how we're doing on stickers either. I think the first one to go will probably be the brain, which actually, looking at the corner, we might be out of brain. It's possible. Actually, no, I think that's the Suncatcher area. We might still have brain. We probably do. But the brain.exe stickers have been selling pretty good. And I haven't sold any sticker books, which is kind of surprising. Sticker books generally do pretty well at events. So I am a little bit surprised with the fact that we haven't sold any. We also haven't sold any washi tape, which is less surprising. I was really surprised at my last event, Capitol Hill Art Walk at Chop House Row. I sold a lot of washi tape, and I was really surprised because usually washi tape doesn't do like that well for me, but I sold like 4 or 5 washi tapes at that event, and it's like a 3-hour event, so anyways. I kind of wish we were selling more prints. I think that would be more ideal, but it has been fun chatting with people who come by who are excited and like, you have too many good things. That's always a fun problem to have. Oh, I also sold the first Peak sticker sheet that I've sold since having them. No one likes the Peak sticker sheet, and I don't know, maybe like I am biased, but like when Peak was out, it was like all over my TikTok. Other thing that has happened in the last, I guess it's probably been like 3.5 hours now. People kept walking this way through my booth because, again, like I said yesterday, I think, like there's a good like 2, maybe 3 feet on this side of my table, and there's a little gap between the next booth because it's a weird like diagonal. So you can see like the walkway behind me through that corner. But I feel like it's kind of like common sense, like don't walk through there, like you're cutting through. Anyways, it's all old people who have been doing it. So I moved I don't think you can see it at all. I moved my suitcase and my IKEA bag like right there. So people try and go that way. There's like stuff in the way. So it's more obvious that like don't walk through here, you weirdo. But it's slow again now. Although I see blue sky, which is exciting because it's been cloudy for the last so long. It's just been cloudy and now there's some like blue sky coming, which is great. Hello. Let me know if y'all have any questions.
Your booth reminds me of Comic-Con.
Yes, lots of nerdy stuff. Yeah.
I like nerdy stuff.
Me too. Have a good rest of your festival. The sun has only increased. I can see more blue sky. It is a lull right now. I wonder if it's like people are hungry. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly. It isn't like lunchtime since we started at lunchtime, but it is a few hours in. So if people got here at like noon, they might be hungry now and stopping for food. But I think that's kind of all I have. I'll talk to y'all later.
Well, it doesn't have to be a clear shot of the facing behind the tree. It needs to be like in between them. Yeah. Right over here.
Hello friends. I am folding more gluten-free zines. I printed out the sheets last night, but hello. Let me know if you have any questions. I printed out more sheets last night, but did not fold them because, again, I was tired and then I bed rotted this morning, so didn't fold them. So I have brought them and my stapler with me today. So we're doing a quick restock. Yeah, I lied to y'all at the end of yesterday's vlog because it was like 3 and I was like, I'm gonna talk to y'all later today. Yeah, I fully didn't. It was still slow, but I was busy yapping with other artists and booth neighbors, so fully did not film another section of vlog. But I don't think anything super notable, like extra notable, happened. We did in fact run out of the gluten-free zines, which is what I'm restocking right now. And we also ran out of Passenger Princess stickers and Corby Air Ride keychains. I intended to restock everything. I did indeed forget the keychain restock stuff at home. I didn't throw it into my bag, and that is unfortunate. But we restocked some different stickers. I forgot to restock the washi tape, but that's fine. Washi tape doesn't generally sell super well anyways. But yeah, we shall see how today goes. It is nicer this morning. I mean, I think you can just tell from the fact that I'm not wearing a cardigan right now. It's still kind of like chilly. Honestly, it's a really nice temperature. It's like cold enough that I'm not really warm, and like I can feel that it's cold, if that makes any sense. But the sun is out, it's like blue skies, there's like some clouds. Overall, just like very nice weather right now. And then Wreaths and Blossom are going to be coming by later today. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? Let me know if you have any questions. Wreaths and Blossom are going to be here at like 4 p.m. today. 4 p.m. 4:30. I think we originally Wreaths said 5, and then I said, how about 4? And then we split the difference. So they'll be here at around 5:30, and I told them to bring me the keychains that I left by accident. So that should be good. We have more cash for today. By the end of the day, I think I had 8 ones and then a ton of 20s and 100. And that was it. I ran out of 10s and 5s, but regained some ones. So it was a time. I think sometimes I forget just how long the zine is. Because it is, what page number are we on? Like 26 pages? So it's kind of a chunky one. I will say I am very happy that this zine is doing so well. It was like a good amount of work to kind of compile everything, and I mean we spent money to make this zine just because we wanted to have tried everything, and there were a couple places that are included in here that I was like, I haven't tried these. We haven't tried these ones before, but they've been on our list to try. So I wanted to go and make sure that they were actually, good. Last page. Oh, also, quote unquote fun. Trigger warning for it's like a little bit of homophobia / transphobia, microaggression stuff. At the bus stop in Capitol Hill this morning while I was coming here, there was a dude who was, I think, pretty obviously tripping or like mental episode. Something was happening. Like talking to themselves a lot and just like kind of like nonsense almost. Anyways, came up to me, got like close, and started telling me that he like this weekend came out to himself as a gay man, and then was like, I'm a gay man, and you're pretty sure was like, you're a man, would you kiss me? Like, no, I'm not a man actually. And like pretty low cut shirt today, and it's a crop top, so it's like, anyways. Oh, the first thing he said was, you're in my lane. And so like I took a step back. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna fight you on that, like whatever. And then proceeded to tell me all of that. And then another person who was at the bus stop was like, yeah, he was doing it to me earlier too. They presented fairly queer, but weren't like overtly masculine. Like if I had to guess, I wouldn't use he, him pronouns for them. I would use they, them, or she, her, probably. But also that's, a guess. I, in fact, did not ask their pronouns. So we're going to be using they, them. And then the guy was like, you're a gay boy and you're a lesbian. And then swapped it and was like, you're a lesbian, you're a gay boy. Like indicating to both of us. Like, okay, whatever, my guy. Let me know if y'all have any questions.
So maybe you get this once or twice.
Yeah.
Can you? So there's this mouse pad.
Yep.
Handrest here, I think, and it looks kind of like a cute animate chainsaw.
Yes.
Is that like a character you made up, or where did that character?
It's a character from an anime called Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
So it's a chainsaw dog devil is what the character is.
Is it a cheerful anime or a scary, sad one?
It's both.
Okay.
It's pretty gory and a little explicit, but it's also done in a way that is fairly humorous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I recognize like at least these ones look like the soot sprites.
Yep,
Right.
they are the soot sprites, yes.
Right, but the animate chainsaw is a new
Chainsaw Man, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So delicately tried to avoid the word but. Anyways, that happened this morning, which, you know, doesn't happen to me super frequently, but it has a couple times. I don't know, it's a little bit funny to me because I think mostly the people who are doing this are like judging me based off of like short hair, right? And this is an assumption, but mostly probably based off of that and the fact that like I don't generally wear makeup, so maybe present less femme in that sense as well, which both are not for gender reasons, both are for laziness reasons. Like, I enjoy doing my makeup and I like wearing makeup and how I look with makeup. I just often don't have the energy or often time to like sit down for an hour and do my makeup. And hair, at least like when I first chopped it off, which was when I was a senior in high school, was because I had really long hair and my hair is pretty thick and just got like matted and I did not take good care of it and it was just too much effort. I was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And so I chopped it all off and then I just kept it chopped off because it's easier to deal with that way. And I've never been someone who like really wants to style their hair or do anything like that. Hello.
Hi.
Let me know if y'all have any questions. And I mean, at this point, my hair length may be more associated with gender identity, but I'm also not sure like how I would feel gender-wise with longer hair, just because I'm not gonna have longer hair ever because it's too much work. So it's interesting to me that the things that I think, I mean, these are assumptions, I don't see myself from the outside. The things I think make me present the most queer are both things that I do not do because of an intention to present as queer. It's because I am lazy and those things are too much effort, which honestly, maybe that's a marker of, we're getting deep here, maybe that's a marker of like what it is to be like feminine in today's society. Like everything that marks, like indicates someone as feminine, right, is stuff that requires like more effort. And I mean, I think this is just like a well-known fact, but like women are expected to put more energy into their appearance a lot of the times, right? And having someone not do that tends to present as more masculine, and someone who is AFAB who presents more masculine just like kind of gets, you know, you tend to get labeled more as queer because why else would you know, anyways, things and stuff. Anyways, thanks for coming to my gender TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed. Now let's get these guys all packaged. We will once again leave one out because display copy for folks to actually like kind of flip through and understand what the zine is a little bit about. We have 5 new copies, so we'll have 4 packaged and 1 not packaged. We're gonna go put these guys out on display, and I'll talk to y'all later. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Hello, friends. It's a small child. It is, I think, like 3:30ish now. We've got about an hour before Reese gets here with Blossom, and I'm opening the orange that a lovely person gave me earlier today. They were like, I don't have anything to tip you with, but have an orange. It needs to be eaten today, so I'm gonna eat it today. I'm not gonna turn down free food. Are you kidding me? They were lovely, and they found some coins to put in my tip jar. It was so good. I loved talking with them. Ginger, my booth neighbor's dog, was over here sunbathing earlier. And they were very cute. I also am not sure how in frame I am, so apologies if you can only see like half of my face. I'll probably still keep this in because I am yapping. There we go. Now you can definitely see me. Anyways, not much new has happened. I've had a couple friends come by, which has been really nice to see people and see some people that I don't like normally see out and about. Not much else is new. Made a good few sales. I think if I had to guess the amount that we're at, I would guess we're around 300 or 400 right now, which is pretty good for 3 p.m. on a Sunday. Well, almost 4 p.m. now. We're about halfway through the day, and if yesterday and Friday were any indication, it's gonna start slowing down around like 6 p.m. in terms of traffic. I feel like the last 2 hours, the previous 2 days have been like really, really slow. So I wouldn't expect us to make the same amount as yesterday, just because it felt like yesterday was busier. But I'd expect that we still make a good amount. And then, the one surprising thing was that, so we restocked the gluten-free zines, right? Because we sold a lot of them yesterday. And thus far today, we haven't sold any, which is interesting. And it's not like I changed the spot of where they're at. They're in the exact same spot. They just haven't really been moving as much. This is a good orange.
Okay, I'll do this.
Awesome. Did you want to do cash card or Venmo?
Card.
Awesome. Hello friends, it is 7 p.m. on Sunday. I think sales-wise, we've done pretty good today. Reese has abandoned me with Blossom somewhere. I'm not sure where they went. Probably went around walking just because Blossom was getting squeaky. She wasn't a fan of chilling in the same spot. It's been pretty good so far today. I actually just sold a long sleeve shirt, like the one with the block printed cat on it. And I'm really glad because that is one of my favorites. That one and the one with the like mushrooms down the sleeves and the like green almost crop top with mushrooms. Those are my favorites that I still had that I was really surprised I hadn't sold. So I am very glad that this one sold. Reese had been manning the booth for like the last, honestly, like half hour before just now. I was chatting with my booth neighbor who actually, let me show y'all. We did a little tradesy. It's her dog, and we traded dog stickers. It's so cute. I love it so much. We've also sold 1 gluten-free zine today now instead of 0. So, but a lot of stickers, and actually a couple things are out of stock. We've officially sold out of the Pride Duck Pride Flag stickers and the like cute gaming sticker sheet, the pink one with Nintendo consoles. Also the Undertale shaker, actually, we sold out of that as well. And we've now sold 3 mystery bags, which exceeded what I wanted. My goal was to sell at least 1. Oh, I see Blossom and Reese. I see them. Blossom, do you want to say anything?
What are you gonna say? Wow, so special.
It's wet now. You know what? Underrated market food that I hadn't thought about before. The frozen kimbap. Because if you heat it up in the microwave, like defrost it, and then just put it in a Tupperware, and like throw it in the fridge or whatever, make it cold.
You can eat it cold?
Yeah. It's good. It's easy and it's not messy.
Yep.
Underrated.
Yeah, good idea.
And by underrated, I mean I hadn't done it before. That's what I had yesterday.
I didn't think about it. Oh, you had it?
Yeah, I had it yesterday. Yeah. Because someone forgot to get me snacks.
You never asked.
I did ask.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think we talked about it.
Yeah. What have you seen that you're excited about? You've walked around more than I have.
Fair. No, I think the festival's a good vibe, honestly. I think, lots of people dancing, eating food. I don't know. Everyone's here for different reasons, I think. You have customers, by the way.
Hello. Let me know if you have any questions. I think that's it for today. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for the last day of this 4-day event. It's so long. I'm ready to be done. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hello, friend. We're doing everything we can to not have to pull out the tripod because I don't feel like bending the legs. Y'all are currently leaning up against chocolate chip, chewy, coated granola bars from Trader Joe's. But it is, okay, backing up. Fun thing. They apparently wrote the time wrong in like all of their communications up till last night. So today actually started at 12 p.m. instead of 11 a.m. like they were originally saying. So today is a 7-hour day instead of an 8-hour day. You know, I enjoyed the extra hour lying in bed. Also, I've got a lovely pierogi. It's salmon cream cheese. So we're gonna try it together. I don't think I've ever eaten a pierogi before, even though they're like all the rage in Seattle. I'm now second guessing the name of this. I'm pretty sure it's a pierogi. Anyways, it's the salmon and cream cheese one. It's pretty good. I feel like it has like too much breading for like my particular tastes, but I do like the filling and it's nice and warm. I enjoy holding it right now. It's kind of acting just like as a hand warmer. Anyways, it's like just past 12 p.m. I assume you can hear the singers that are singing in like under the walkway behind me. There was a group doing like a cappella singing back there yesterday, and I passed by them when I was going to the bathroom, but like the acoustics are like, because it's just like super echoey and nice. Third thing, I adjusted the settings on my mic this morning on the bus ride here, so I'm hoping it sounds better. I think it was on like high gain for some reason. I had never touched the settings before, but apparently swapped to high gain at some point. And then I changed the noise canceling. I added low noise canceling, so we'll see how that goes as well. But Xavier should be here at some point. I don't know when they're actually gonna get here. And I did a little sticker trade with an artist that I know, but I did it like as we were leaving yesterday. Reese was a little bit annoyed with me because I stopped and yapped for a little bit. He was like, I just want to go home. I felt a little bit bad, but got 3 stickers from them and they're so cute. I don't have them with me. They're at home. I also bought a risograph print and it's super pretty. Sockeye salmon. The stickers are going to be a gift for one of my friends, so not going to show y'all those. But if I remember when we're doing the wrap up, either later today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, let's be honest, I will show y'all the print as well. In the little mug I got from my booth neighbor. It is very cloudy out. It's a little cooler. By a little, I mean like kind of a lot. It's a little bit windy, but like not too bad. And it definitely was raining earlier today, so stinky. Not a fan of that, but it is really slow right now. I think granted, haven't been open for that long, but I think I've had like one group of people come up to my booth, and like in the time that we've been chatting, there's been like no one. So, and like not many people walking by either. So let's hope the traffic picks up a little bit and that it's better than Friday, because Friday was really, really slow. And I'm gonna finish my pierogi. I will see y'all later. Hello, friends. It is 4 p.m., which means, actually, I think it's a little bit after 4 p.m. It's like 4:30-ish, maybe. My throat has been feeling weird today, and I'm wondering if it's allergies, because it feels like everyone else has also been like having increased allergies today. I don't think it feels like sick, like weird. It's like occasionally it just like feels really dry back there. It's very weird. I don't know what. So it's not like it feels like scratching or anything. It's kind of like at the top of my like throat almost. Anyways, drinking more water, which like helps a little bit, but like not really. It's very wet right now. I am pretty certain my right shoe. Hello. Let me know if y'all have any questions.
She does. How smart. It's sold out.
It is sold out, yeah.
I'm glad that you have found an audience. Congratulations.
Thank you.
These jetway tags are
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the festival. It's definitely slower than it was yesterday, but we're still actually making like a good amount of sales. I would not be surprised if we make similar amount that we did to like Saturday, Sunday for today, which is actually really good. And honestly makes me think maybe I should come back next year. But it's just such a long event is the biggest issue, is because it's like 8 hours. I mean, today was 7 hours as we discussed earlier, but it's basically like 8 hours for 4 days straight. It's a 9 to 5, but like on the weekend when I'm not doing my normal 9 to 5, it's so long. And that's like not including setup time and all that jazz. So we'll see what the actual like profit breakdown ends up being, especially since I also had to rent a car. But yeah, definitely a lot less foot traffic, but still a good amount of sales, which is kind of surprising. Once again, we're down to the very last gluten-free zine, which is the display copy. We've also sold out of both mouse pads actually. I just have the display pochta still because it has dirt on it from when I had it displayed like on my table and a dog jumped up and put their paws on top of it and got it dirty. It's just fine. It's the display one. It's just gonna stay the display one forever. But I sold the display of the Soot Sprite because that one is like basically perfect. And also no one ever comes up and touches the Soot Sprite. Everyone comes up and touches the pochta. We're also fully sold out of sticker books, which I did restock. I might still have like one more buy more stickers sticker book in my suitcase, but I don't feel like looking for it. I'll be so for real. And I brought 3 more because I was like, oh, well, I sold 3 yesterday, but it's gonna be slower today, so I'm gonna sell fewer. So it's fine if I like bring 3 because I probably won't sell out of those then. No, I still sold out of them. I sold out of them pretty early too, because again, it's only like 4:30. We're like, I guess it's a little bit more than halfway through the day now. We have like 2.5 hours left, right? We've also sold out of the Passenger Princess sticker, which means we have like fully sold out of the Passenger Princess sticker, which means I need to reorder those before June. Which is something that maybe I really need to order stickers. So maybe that's something I do tonight. Hello. Let me know if y'all have any questions. I'm tempted by the Filipino food. I might go get some because it looks like it's noodles, and I do love me some noodles. Puppy big bark. This is a really big floof too. I am getting tired. I did just eat some snacks because I was like getting kind of like shaky hungry. Essentially, sales have been pretty good. I'm sleepy. I'm considering Filipino food, and it's wet. And my foot's wet. Oh, I think that's what I was saying way earlier. I'm pretty sure my right shoe has like a hole or like is broken somewhere. I think it might be on the sole, like looking at it. The good thing is because we are like under the, like, I keep on calling it like an overpass, but it's not actually, we're underneath the ceiling part. We're under the covered bit. That kind of looks like an overpass, but it's not an overpass because it's just a roof. Because we're under that, all of my booth area is pretty much dry, which is really nice. We got rain encroaching a little bit on this side, which is interesting because, like, hello. Awesome. Cash card or Venmo?
card.
Card, cool. Okay, we're back. We finished the purchase. We did it. And I don't think I really have any more to say. I probably won't check in for the rest of the day. Just because it's going to be like end event, cleanup, etc., etc. So next time I see y'all will probably be warm and cozy at home. And we'll go over the final numbers together, which will be fun. But yeah, I'll see ya. Hello, friends. It has been wild. Not for anything pertaining to whatever this vlog is about Northwest Folklife. I've just been super, super busy, and we've entered the month of June, which tells you something about the amount of time that has passed. And I just got done vending at 2 back-to-back events, and I am so tired, but I'm committed to getting this video out tomorrow. So we're gonna film the outro, and I'm gonna edit it tonight, and then y'all are gonna be able to see this tomorrow. So, Northwest Folklife, I don't even remember what I did or did not talk about in the end. So I'll just give like very quick review, and then we'll talk numbers because I know I didn't talk about numbers. So quick review. Friday, super, super slow. Worst day by far. Like actually abysmal. Made maybe like $100 to $200 that day, maybe 300. We're like really stretching here. Not what I would expect to do in a 7, almost 8 hour vending day, right? Friday sucked. Saturday was good. Sunday, I didn't double check this, but I feel like it was on par with, if not a tiny bit better than Saturday. And Monday, also very good, surprisingly, because Monday was rainy and gray and also a Monday. Granted, it was Memorial Day, but still, it was definitely a lot slower traffic-wise, but like it felt like more people were buying things. So I don't know what happened there. Loadout was easy again this year. Last year it was also easy, simply because we hand carried the things to the side of the road, so we didn't have to worry about getting the car onto Seattle Center campus, which made it much easier. But yeah, we lucked out again this year in the fact that where our booth was pretty close to like a road. Could just pull over and park there and load everything in and then dip. Northwest Folklife also does, and I'm not entirely sure, I think it's because Seattle Center requires it, but they collect a percentage of your sales after you've met a certain threshold. Again, a criticism I had last year and that I still have this year is I don't believe that this is notated anywhere on their application form. And I remember last year, I didn't remember reading anything about it in the load-in instructions either, which granted I could have totally missed. And I don't remember if it was in the load-in instructions this year. But I remember being jump scared the first time someone mentioned it last year when I was vending, and I was like, what? We have to do what now? Because I that was my first time vending at Seattle Center, and I hadn't done a Seattle Center event before, and I didn't remember seeing that written anywhere. I was like, oh, I mean, I guess, okay, sure. And I had no idea what the like threshold was either. Also couldn't find that information anywhere. Believe last year it was like 1,000, maybe like 1,200. This year it was pretty similar. It was, I think, around like 1,200. And you only pay the percentage on, I believe, the amount over that. But numbers. We were above the threshold this year, which, like, good, because we made more money than last year. Bad, we had to pay the percentage. Oh, actually, sorry, I'm just realizing, y'all, I don't think I calculated into profit numbers for this, the percentage that was taken out, so just keep that in mind. I want to say it was a 15% cut, but I could be wrong. But just keep that in mind as I'm reading numbers out to you, okay? So as always, couple different numbers for you. First up, the total we made. So this is including everything we collected. It includes taxes, like platform fees. So I mean, Square takes a like payment fee out of the money we collect. So this is including that, everything, just the entire amount that we took in. So that was $2,167.30. And then moving on to expenses. Our booth fee this year was $275. And again, that's because we got 50% off. So normally this booth would cost $550. We only paid $275 for booth fee this year. So just keep that in mind as well. And then we paid $86.70 for a car rental and gas. And that was so we could load in on Thursday. And then $27 for transit each day because I took public transit to get to Seattle Center every day. And then for loadout, we had a friend help us. So after all that and taking out product costs, tax, and platform fees, the amount we made in profit, and again, remember this isn't counting the percentage that Northwest Folklife / Seattle Center took, was $1,141.84. So then I didn't do this in last year's video. So if you go look at the Northwest Folklife Festival video, I don't think you'll find this. However, I did do an hourly breakdown on the Geek Fest West 2025 video because I had wanted to compare the events. So we're going to look at last year's hourly made and this year's hourly made. It's a fun little thing to see, like, essentially, are we making minimum wage? And I feel like it can kind of help gauge like how worth an event is a little bit, because when I'm giving you the totals, right, and like total amount taken in, total profit made, it's not taking into consideration the amount of time I had to spend for this event, right? I'm only counting like active selling time and the hours I'm calculating as well. At least that's what I did for this year. I fully don't remember what I did for last year. So last year's hourly total, so this is based off the total amount taken in, was $30.50. And last year's hourly profit was $9.60. Not good. This year, hourly total, so again, everything we took in, was $69.91 compared to last year's $30.50. And this year's hourly profit was $36.83. So even the hourly profit from this year is more than the hourly total from last year, which is a little bit wild and just goes to show like how much worse last year was, right? However, I still don't think it's good enough for me to do again next year. Like, again, you have to remember, this year I got a discount off of booth. If I wanted to do this again next year, it would be a much higher booth cost. And I don't think the profits are there. So it's also just such a intensive time commitment, right? 4 days, and this year it was like 8 hours of vending every day. Such long days, and it's such a, like, I don't think I'll do it again. I think that's what we're figuring out right now. It also means that if I don't do it again next year, I could go for just the festival next year and actually go and like listen to some of the music, see some of the dances and like acts and all of that jazz, walk around more and actually enjoy the festival instead of manning my booth. So yeah, basically it went a lot better this year. For me personally, I don't think it's worth it for me to do it again, but I still think that the like organization and the event is really fun to support. And even though there were like, in the 2 years of me doing it, a lot of like weird little hiccupy things just in terms of like an event organization standpoint, it felt like they always tried to fix it to the best of their ability. And giving vendors 50% off booth in a certain area to come back and try it again the next year, it's just better than what a lot of other event organizers or organizations will do. I still think it's just like very big props to them for even doing that and like recognizing like, oh yeah, this thing didn't work out and people like not suffered, but like suffered for it, for us trying a new thing. So we want to like help that, right? Anyways, that is it. So I can go finish editing this video so it can come out tomorrow, hopefully. Happy Pride also, y'all. It's June now. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. I post videos every Monday, or almost every Monday, about my artwork and what it's like running a small art business. I also want to thank my Ko-fi subscribers for their support. If you're interested in supporting me further, you can subscribe to me on Ko-fi for $1 or $3 a month. You'll get your name in this video, as well as monthly behind-the-scenes sketchbooks and digital downloadable backgrounds for your different devices. Thank you again for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!